All right, good afternoon. I am Ms. Long, the intervention coordinator here at Dorsey High School, and welcome to What's the 411 Wednesday, a weekly platform that we provide to our parents and community with weekly updates and information. On our agenda for today, we have multiple stakeholders that will be speaking. Our Zoom norms. Again, try to log in from a quiet, distraction-free environment. Keep your audio on mute until you want to speak. When you want to speak, please use the raise hand feature on the bottom of the Zoom window. Click participant. Be sure to unmute yourself to talk. Use a chat box to ask questions. And remember that all of our meetings will be recorded. Okay, we'll have greetings from one of our administrators.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mr. Malta, Assistant Principal at Dorsey High School. Thank you for being here and always being on top of what's going on at Dorsey High School. We do have a few things happening. Tomorrow, there is no school. Just want to make sure that you are aware that tomorrow we don't have a school and we come back on Friday. On Friday, it will be the last day of our 5th week rating window. I'm not sure if Ms. Telly is here to talk about that, but that means that you should be getting a report card pretty soon. And then I believe Mama Dorsey is going to talk to you about Saturday's event. We invite you to be here on Saturday. Again, the link is going to be at on dorseydons.org for you to join our parent empowerment meeting, and the details will be given by Mama Dorsey in a few. So thank you all for being here. As usual, thank you for the, to all the staff, and we will keep going and having the quality education that Dr. Gaston always speaks about. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Malta. Our AP over counseling services, Ms. Talley. Okay, we'll come back to Ms. Talley if she happens to come in. All right, Parent Center, Mrs. Karimu and Mrs. Paredes.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm not sure if Mrs. Paredes is here yet. We were in and out of meetings, but good afternoon, wonderful parents of Dorsey High School, the best parents in the whole wide world. This is Mama Dorsey. I wanted to let you know that our first parent empowerment meeting is this Saturday at 10 a.m. It's going to be empowering, inclusive, and engaging. We have a lot of information for you. Just go to dorseydons.org and click parent empowerment meeting. Our goal is to have 100 parents in attendance. That coincides with the goals of the district, like 100% graduation rate, 100% attendance, because we really need more parents to participate. So to everyone that's on this, please call one parent. And this is a shout out to all of the people on this particular Zoom. Reach out to one parent and tell them to be with us on Saturday at 10 a.m. for the very first parent empowerment meeting. And thank you for all that you do. Dorsey Pride.
Thank you, Parent Center directors. I believe Ms. Talley just came into the room, so I definitely want to give Ms. Talley her platform to speak. So Ms. Talley.
Good afternoon. Let me just put some volume here. I'm so happy to be here for this occasion. And I welcome and appreciate all the parents who are here or anyone from the school that is present today. And the only announcement that I would like to make is that we are going to be mailing the students' grades next week. The grades were, or the report cards were being sent by Central District, but this time we are going to be sending them directly from the school. And if you have any question at the end of the this meeting so I will be very happy to respond to any questions you might have. Thank you, Ms. Long.
Thank you, Ms. Talley. Okay, we've heard from the Parent Center, our PSW, Ms. Panchal.
Hi, forgive the noise. We have some students hanging around in the Wellness Center. I'm Ms. Panchal. I am one of the 3 social workers here at Dorsey. For any parents that are watching, just a reminder that we're continuing with Suicide Awareness Prevention Month. That is all of September. So we will be outside during lunch with a table with a few activities, resources, consent forms for services. And we will continue to do that for the next 2 Wednesdays. So throughout the end of September. And I will also be available during the parent empowerment meeting on Saturday if there are any parent questions. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. All right, our A through G counselors, Ms. Carter and Ms. Planor.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Ms. Carter, one of the A through G counselors here at Dorsey High School. I'd like to remind all parents that we have our fall credit recovery program starting this Saturday, September 18th, and it's going to run through November 6th. Any student who failed a class or who earned a D in a class can retake the class. They'll need to retake it in order to graduate. Our credit recovery will be offered on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and we will have a blended program, meaning it will be in person and virtual. Students will earn 5 credits for each class they complete, and students usually complete 1 to 2 classes during credit recovery. And students can use the QR code to register for credit recovery, or they will receive a registration link from their academic counselor. If you have any questions about credit recovery, I can stay on and answer any questions at the end of the presentation. Thank you, Ms. Long.
Thank you. Okay, our magnet coordinator, Mrs. Jackson Boykins.
Okay, let's see. I gotta unmute. Wait, hold on. Am I on mute? Okay, there I am. Greetings, everyone. I'm doing double duty today, but I just wanted to make an announcement that on Thursday, September 23rd, we will have our first parent meeting for the Dorsey Firefighter EMS magnet. It will be via Zoom. So the Zoom information is posted. I've sent Ms. Long a flyer, but we also have posted the flyer in Schoology, and we will be making phone calls. But again, that's our first parent meeting for the Dorsey Firefighter EMS magnet, in which we will review magnet expectations, uniforms, talk about the Future Firefighter program with Captain Burton, and meet the other 2 firefighters who participate in the program, Firefighter Tate and Inspector Durant. So again, I hope to see the parents who are part of the Firefighter EMS magnet. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have our magnet counselor, Ms. Brown.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Ms. Brown, the magnet counselor for grades 9 through 12. Today, I am here to share information regarding ACE Mentor. We actually have 2 guest mentors here on the call that I have invited to share information briefly. We have Jenny Fontenot and Kelsey Liu. So Jenny, I'd like to offer you first if you would like to share any information regarding ACE Mentor program.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Brown, for the introduction. I'm wondering if we have a chance to share our screen. We have a brief presentation if we could possibly show everyone. Would that be possible?
I believe you can share now.
Okay, let me go ahead and share.
So I may need to stop sharing. It's not allowing you to share.
Can everyone see my screen? I am sharing currently.
We still see Ms. Long's right now.
Oh, you might have to stop sharing yours.
Okay, let's see.
Sorry
Okay,
about that.
go ahead.
Let me share mine once more time.
There we go.
Can you see now?
Yep, we can see it.
Perfect. All right. So thanks you again for inviting us to be here, and thanks to everyone for taking your time to listen to us. My name is Jenny Fontenot. I am an architect with Bellsburg Architects, as well as a team leader of our Dorsey High School ACE Mentor program.
You said you had access to at home, right?
And I'm Kelsey Liu. I'm an assistant project manager with Mora Meadows, an electrical subcontractor and engineer. So we'll just go through what is ACE. ACE stands for Architecture, Construction, and Engineering. It's a free nationwide after-school mentoring program. We hold Dorsey sessions every other Thursday, starting next Thursday, the 23rd, starting at 3:45 after school, going to about 5:30, and we'll wrap by providing pizza or dinner for the students. Our email addresses are also on this slide if you want to contact us for more information. The previous slide also had the ACE Mentor websites that you can go to for more information as well.
So again, ACE meets every Thursday. Typically, when we do in-person sessions, we'll start the session with a brief presentation about architecture, construction, or engineering, and then incorporate a very interactive and hands-on exercise with our students. We feel like these exercises are really engaging and a fun way for students to learn a little bit more about our industries. In this last year, we did have to switch to virtual sessions. However, even as challenging as it is to switch, we did feel like we were still able to incorporate some really great interactive sessions and also incorporate virtual architecture tours as well as construction site visits. We are fortunate this year in that we are going to be switching back to in-person sessions. However, if there is a need for us to move to virtual again, we are equipped to do so.
So ACE LA chapter will also hold some events. So this is our All Schools Day. Again, right now it's TBD because of the pandemic, but traditionally it's held on a Saturday, and all 24 teams from the LA chapter come together, do a bridge competition. It's a really great opportunity for all the students to meet students from other schools as well as mentors from other schools. And then this was held at SciArc, so they got to see an architecture school, kind of look at studios, student-built models, things like that. And then for the Dorsey chapter, we'll also hold firm and construction site tours. For this semester, it will be virtual. We'll do a kind of hybrid where we meet in person at Dorsey, but we won't go off campus to the tours this year, but we'll do virtual tours. So for these pictures, we did Inglekerk. We learned about structural engineering and then built a model that simulated an earthquake. And then we also went to Rios, a architecture and landscape architecture studio that's just one metro stop away, and it's really cool. It's a creative studio where the students got to see a model shop and all that kind of stuff. And then lastly, another ACE LA-wide event was Trades Day. This was at the Coliseum. So they got to see the tour construction site and then interact with different trades. The trades come, set up booths so the students can talk to them about what being in a trade is like, how they got there, what an apprenticeship is like. And then they did get to do some hands-on activities. So in that bottom right-hand corner, even Miss Brown got to learn to solder copper.
And then this is some images of Build Day, which is a new event that was introduced to ACE in I think fall of 2019. Students were able to spend the entire semester designing and then ultimately building a full-scale doghouse prototype. In this case, you'll notice that our theme was a toaster doghouse, which we called Toast Modernism. And ultimately, after this event, students also donated the doghouse to a shelter, which we incorporated a field trip to the shelter, and the students learned a little bit more about the animals there, as well as seeing their doghouse in action. Although this probably is not going to be happening this year, again, due to the lack of in-person field trips and events, we are hopeful that if your students will continue with ACE in the following years, they will likely have an opportunity to do something similar to this. At the end, every spring semester, students will pursue what we call an RFP, which is a request for proposal. It's a hypothetical project that students get to design both architecturally and engineering as well, and ultimately through construction. Again, nothing really is built. However, these hypothetical projects get designed with each team, and students will get to will present their work to all the schools at the end, as well as see what other teams have designed. Really great opportunity for practicing public speaking as well as networking opportunities for the students as well.
And then besides all of the fun activities and the exposure to the ACE field, ACE also offers scholarships to graduating seniors. So we, from day one, will encourage students and the seniors to apply to these scholarships. ACE has a really high percentage of scholarship award. So as long as they complete the application and participate in ACE for the year, it's pretty much a guarantee that they'll get some sort of scholarship. We as ACE mentors will help them fill out those scholarships. We'll write letters of recommendations. And we're also here as mentors. So we'll help with other scholarships that are not from ACE. We'll help with college applications, portfolios, questions, things like that. And then these scholarships are not just one time. If they are awarded, they're eligible to renew these scholarships for up to, I believe, 5 years, as long as the students remain in an ACE-related study. And then this is just our social media. We have a Dorsey ACE Instagram that's just for us. And then ACE LA has an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can go check out some more. And then we also will utilize Remind throughout the year. So if your students do join, please, parents, you're welcome to join as well. See all of our announcements, reminders about sessions, keep in touch with us.
So as Kelsey mentioned before, our first session is going to be next week on Thursday, the 23rd, and we will have sessions every 2 weeks after that for this semester. Next semester's dates are still to be determined. Events like All Schools Day, Trades Day, etc., are still to be determined as well, since we are not clear yet what the format of those are. ACE LA is still working out some of the kinks in that regard. However, we do know that our Dorsey team will still be meeting in person every couple weeks or so. So these are the dates for our current reference, and we'll inform our students and team if there are any additional dates in the future. That is it for now. So thank you again for giving your time to us. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to Kelsey and myself or visit acementor.org to look at more information.
Okay, thank you, representatives from the ACE Mentor Program. Ms. Small, can we switch back to the screen? All right, up next, our ELN Testing Coordinator, Ms. Bouchard.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. If we can go to the next slide. Awesome. All right, so we held our school site council and our ELAC, which is our English Learner Advisory Committee. So we had our orientations last week for both school site council and ELAC. Next week, we will have our elections. So the ELAC elections will be held Wednesday, September 22nd, and school site council will be held Thursday. In order to access those Zoom meetings, you're going to see this picture on the screen, and you'll see a big click here button. You want to go ahead and click right on that image, and it will take you directly to the Zoom. If we can go to, I think there should be one more slide. Thank you, Ms. Long. Yes. Okay, awesome. Here we go. So in addition to EL, I work with the tests on campus. So a very important date, October 13th, coming up on campus, 10th and 11th graders, all 10th, all 11th will be taking the PSAT free of charge. Students are going to report directly to their advisory classrooms, and they'll take the PSAT in their classrooms with their advisory class. Now, 12th graders will be taking the SAT, and this is all for free. So 12th graders will be taking the SAT October 13th, the same day. Same exact thing. We're going to report directly to our advisory classes, and we're going to start that test promptly at 8:30. Ninth graders. Now, ninth graders won't be left out, so they will be preparing using some Naviance College readiness activities that our very own Ms. Long will be preparing for us. Additionally, if students need some help studying or want some resources for the PSAT or the SAT, I am available at lunch Mondays and Wednesdays in room F1. I can study with them for either the PSAT or the SAT Monday, Wednesdays at lunch, all the way up until October 13th. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out. We're here to support. Thank you, Ms. Long.
Okay, next slide, Ms. Small. Okay, our Community Schools Coordinator, Ms. Walker-Dean.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am working on something called, well, I'm the Community School Coordinator, Maisha Walker-Dean. I'm working on something called the Needs and Assets Assessment, which is a part of the mapping of the community. And for this, I need everyone's help. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a Google form into the chat. And this is the initial form. If you don't feel confident filling it out at this time, that's fine. You can save it. It will be sent to faculty and staff in the form of an email at some point this month. So you're the first to actually see this form. And all I want you to do is just let me know who you are. And if you know of any organizations that we should be familiar with, for example, ACE Mentor Program, you would just put that into the Google form. Okay? So this is going to help us share the resources that we have. And this is just the beginning. So thank you.
Okay, Ms. Small, next slide. BSAP, Ms. Shipley.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ms. Shipley, one of the BSAP PSWs. My announcement for today is our Black Student Success Plan. So the BSAP team will get started with doing a Black Student Success Plan intake with all of our Black students here on campus. So our academic counselors will begin sending out the parent letter to advisories. 2 parent letters will go out. One, letting the entire school community know about the BSAP program. And then another letter will go out requiring parent consent from the parents of our Black students. It will address our students' needs and their interests to keep them engaged, as well as identify and advocate for our Black students on campus. Thank you.
Thank you for presenting. Next slide. Our college counselor, Mr. Robles.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mr. Robles, the college counselor. Can we go to the next slide, Ms. Long, please? So just a couple reminders and updates, and for the PSA and the PSA and the SAT, we know it's coming, like Ms. Broussard said, on October 13th. We have an abundance of resources here at the College Center that are willing to work with students. So if they need any help, any assistance during nutrition, lunch, and after school, we'll be here and willing to help. We have studying kits, we have studying books, studying guides, and not only that, we also have access to off and on campus tutors through our community partners, through UCLA, and through Talent Search. So if your student is worried about the PSAT and or SAT, please have them come over to the College Center, and we'll be more than happy to help them. Another cool thing that's coming up in October is College Awareness Month, where we have a plethora of activities that you'll, throughout the week and coming months, get flyers for. So we're gonna have a door decorating contest. The last week of October, we're gonna set up college presentations. I know with the whole COVID, they're gonna all be virtual, but we all get flyers for that and flyers. A quick announcement that the College Center will be moving to B2 by October. By the first week of October, we should be moved in, but for right now, we're in the old dean's office. But we're looking to have a brand new space with computers for students to help out with FAFSA and college application, which is right around the corner. And the last but not least, and I think it's a really good opportunity, it's the 9th annual virtual Latino College Expo. Ms. Long, you go to the next slide. There is a QR code for you, the students, to virtually sign up. Is this Saturday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's a great opportunity for students to get to know colleges. There's going to be over 30 college representatives there. There's going to be a session on DACA, on FAFSA assistance. There's going to be on the spot signing up for scholarships. The students can potentially receive money for college. A really good opportunity for students. All they have to do is, like I said, scan that QR code, and it's a self-registry for their virtual Latino College Expo. Or if they have any questions, they can just come into the College Center and we'll help them out with all that stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. Athletics, Ms. Newbell.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm Ms. Newbill over athletics here at Dorsey High School, and I have 3 things. One, we're constantly collecting for sports physicals. If you are able to take your student out and get it with your personal doctor, we will definitely accept it on our form. However, we will be having our mobile unit here on Mondays from 8:20 until 3 p.m. With their documents in place, we can schedule them an appointment. Next, we have a game with the football team on Friday. The game is at 7 p.m. at San Pedro. And last, next week, Wednesday, we'll be hosting an athletic sports rush during lunchtime in the driveway. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Mendeville?
Hi, this is Dr. Madini. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you allow me to share screen? Share my screen? Thank you. Okay. I just want to reiterate the importance as students are here on campus of students wearing the mask. And this is the COVID protocols that we're currently enforcing in the classroom and outside of the classroom. They are mandated. So we all have to wear masks, when we're in the classroom with students and out walking about. The only time that we are allowed to be, without the mask is when we're eating or drinking, or if we're in our offices, or if you're in the classroom by yourself. It's for their protection. There is a rise right now in COVID cases, and for teenagers, the rise is actually been pretty significant. It's now 25% of all adolescents between 12 and 17 is now increased by 25% that are testing positive. And now vaccinations are going to be not only mandatory for staff, but also for students 12 and above. One thing that we want to encourage is, please, with your children, that they can only be allowed out of the classroom with a hall pass, and we are enforcing the dress code. So, like, in other words, their shoulders and midriffs need to be covered for both boys and girls. No excessively torn jeans, and also all closed-toed shoes only, and any caps or shirts, the only Dorsey Don gear or college gear. So please remember that, and also please don't send your children to school with blue or red, or all blue, all red, and any clothes that suggest gang affiliation or inappropriate clothing for school. And that's it. Just to please, we are having an issue with some students that we have to remind constantly to put the mask on when they're not eating or drinking. It's just to keep them safe, to keep us all safe, to keep everybody at home safe, because once we leave here, we go home. And that's our number one priority, making sure that everyone is safe while they're learning. And that's it for me.
Thank you. Ms. Small, can we go back to the main slide presentation? Okay, additional announcements. That's me. So today we have our first Club Rush of the year. It's a great way for your child to join an organization that motivates and encourages our young people to be part of the solution. Also, Spirit Week starts on Monday, September 20th. This event is sponsored by our leadership class. Ms. Small, next slide. Okay, and we can go back to the regular screen. Questions and concerns? Are there any parents? And we're just checking the gallery to see if there are any hands raised of questions and concerns. And Ms. Small, we can stop sharing the screen. Okay, and we're just checking the chat box if there are any questions or concerns. Do not see any. Okay, so if there are no, again, I'm just checking the gallery to see if we have any raised hands, and I don't see any. Okay, so if there are no questions and concerns, that concludes our episode of What's the 411 Wednesday. We thank you, and we always close out with "You just can't hide that Dorsey pride."
Dorsey pride.
Take care. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.